All right. Um, Zero in the audience right now. That's okay. It'll be there in the morning when you all wake up. Actually, I heard a little rumor. I know where you all are, and I understand. He's very fun to watch. He lies, his feet stink, and he doesn't love Jesus. And by the way, I'm not monetized. All right. Tariffs. People still don't get tariffs. I'm going to explain it. I'm going to explain it one more time. What's a good product we can use? Let me think. Since I have anybody giving me suggestions, I'll take my own suggestions. Y'all like Top Gun, right? I like Top Gun. Okay. What's a good product we can use that's not made in America, allegedly?
For one thing, you screw up just this much, you'll be flying a cargo plane full of rubber dog shit out of Hong Kong.
Rubber dog shit. Okay. Hong Kong. Good example. Well, since Hong Kong is now returned to China, we're talking about uh, if you want to buy rubber dog shit from China, how much did it cost before we started talking about tariffs? Well, apparently it's $4.95, just under $5. Not a terrible price. I don't know anybody who'd buy rubber dog shit, but okay, it's an actual thing. Okay, all right, $4.95. So I want to ask ChatGPT because I'm not very smart. I'm a dumb shit. ChatGPT, hello, vestige of peace. ChatGPT, it's 11:17 p.m. on the East Coast down here, out of the Great White North, just in case. You're on the West Coast of Canada, right? Um, Let me see. Okay, U.S. tariffs on Chinese goods peaking at 145%. Tariffs on U.S. goods reaching 125%. Okay, let's say, I mean, Trump's all over the place with this. Up, down. You got 90 days. We're going to do it now. So we'll just use 125% as an example on a $4.95 product. All right. Again, I'm not very smart. So who would buy such a product? Well, I got this image from Stone Vet, apparently 3 months ago. 535 views streamed 3 months ago. Who is that guy? Well, let's get a clearer picture of him. That guy is this guy. This guy is that guy. This is that moron of the year. Okay. I'm sorry. I digress. Okay. So let's assume this guy wants to buy rubber dog shit from China for $4.95. Hello, stupid humans. 11:18 p.m. All right. Okay. All right. But Trump has put a 125% tariff. So what is 125% of $4.95? Well, it's $6.18, 18.7. So we'll round it up to 19 cents. $6.19. But that's not the new price. No. The base price is $4.95. We're adding $6.19 to it. So what are we paying now for our rubber dog shit? We're paying $11.14. He's timing us when we come in. Well, if somebody sees the chat later, they can click on timestamps. Just to make sure there's no delays. There are delays. Okay, so now the doofus from Stone Vet's channel with the beard and the sunglasses, instead of $4.95, he's going to pay $11.14. Now, rubber dog shit is $11.14. It doesn't have to be rubber dog shit. It could be, I don't know, cheesy poofs, whatever. That's a lot of money. Okay. And he's shocked. He is shocked. But wait a minute. $11.14. I can get my own dog shit from my unpotty trained dogs. All right. All right. This guy Donald, this guy's the one that imposed the tariffs or keeps playing with the tariffs. Okay, okay. So Donald, who pays the $6.19? He's claiming that these folks do. Not only is he claiming that these folks do, he's convincing his followers. The same idiots who think it's okay to storm the Capitol on January 6th, they actually believe that these guys are paying the extra $6.19. They're not paying the $6.19. But they do have something to brag about. This is a wall. They built this thousands of years ago. And okay, from our point of view, guess what nation is on the right side of the wall? That's right, China. What nation is on the left side of the wall? China. And you can see part of the wall off there in the distance. Either side of the wall, China, China. So what good did the wall do? I don't know. Where's our border wall along Mexico? Would it really do any good? Is it going to be Mexico on both sides? Maybe America? I don't know. And Vestige, you probably want a border wall on your southern border. I don't blame you. I do not blame you. So yeah, okay. Enough about the wall. President Xi is very happy. He still gets his $4.95. Whatever Trump does to the tariffs, he's not paying anything. He is selling GS, rubber dog shit, and he's getting his $4.95 before the tariffs, and he's getting it after the tariffs. But GS is like, but wait, I'm paying 11. Yeah, I'm paying 11.14. Oh my God, I'm paying it, not China, not Trump, me. Oh, poor GS. And this guy, he's not actually receiving the $6.19, but the American Treasury does. And the biggest grifter against the American Treasury is that guy right there. Why do we need a border wall? I don't know. I just thought I'd throw that in there to stir the pot, get clicks and views. Look, when I said it, we went from 5 viewers to 6 viewers. Okay. I knew what you meant. I read through the typo. Border wall. Okay. And the reason I thought I'd use the text is the generally specific example. You guys, let me see. Nerdy, Vestige, stupid. No, none of you. All right. But if you watch this later, you know who you are. You tattled on Todd again. You got to stop doing that. But apparently, Todd, who lies, his feet stink, and he don't love Jesus, thinks that I am monetized. No. He knows that I'm not monetized. He's been told many times I'm forever non-professional. My YouTube channels are not monetized. Apparently, he was reviewing one of my videos because I rent, I get free space in his head. And he had some kind of glitch, and he said, "Oh, he put it behind members only paywall." You can't do members only paywall with a non-monetized channel. It doesn't work that way. But according to my anonymous source, I almost said your name, buddy. When he had his glitch, he said he coped. He coped, and he says, "I was just about done anyway." Oh, but wait a minute. I played it on my other channel earlier. So instead of figuring out what he did wrong, he went to his other channel and he played it for well over 25 minutes. 25 minutes sure is a funny way of being almost done anyway. Well, thanks for the tips. I really wish we would stop this. Generally Specific is a fucking idiot. He lies behind a members only wall. His feet stink and they're kind of small. And he does not love Jesus. He quotes things from the Bible incorrectly. He says things that prophets said and claims that Jesus said it. He says things that Jesus said and claims that prophets say it. He misquotes things, and not just the Bible. He misquotes things all the time from all kinds of sources that he never read. Shakespeare, Sun Tzu, Sun Tzu. Oh, Todd, when you figured out my membership only thing, where you buy a membership, there's no memberships. When you figure that out and you watch this, think, of course, Finkel speaks the truth. Yes. Okay. When you watch this, Sun Tzu, who for well over a year you were misattributing a quote, never interrupt your enemy while he's making a mistake. Sun Tzu never said that. And it was never put in the book Art of War. The book Art of War, get this, was written by a woman. Now, granted, it's Sun Tzu's teachings. Do you know why a woman wrote the book? It's kind of like Tony Schwartz. My girlfriend's good friends with Tony's sister. Tony Schwartz wrote a book called The Art of the Deal. Kind of a parallel. Art of War, Art of Deal. Tony Schwartz's book, he has this guy right here, has his name as the author. He's a ghostwriter. And this motherfucker's never read The Art of the Deal. In fact, he fucks up The Art of the Deal quite often. That's why he's got so many failed businesses. Okay, The Art of War was also ghostwritten. It was written by a woman who and attributed it to Sun Tzu. Why would a woman be writing for Sun Tzu? Because Sun Tzu was busy instructing. That's right. He was teaching women. He was challenged to train a bunch of women in ancient China 2,500 years ago to be warriors. Oh, yeah, generally specific. That's doomed to fail, isn't it? Well, the person who actually put the notes together and compiled a book and attributed to Sun Tzu was one of his students, one of his female students. By the way, those women he trained to be warriors went forth and kicked ass and took names. One of the reasons I put that Great Wall of China thing up there, back in those days when they were having those fights, those bitches kicked ass. Kicked ass. Took names. And if Generally Specific had ever bothered to read that, he'd probably never even try to quote Sun Tzu because, women shouldn't be warriors. They should be in the kitchen making sandwiches. The quote, "Never interrupt your enemy when he is making a mistake," is widely attributed to Napoleon Bonaparte. Yeah, and that's what I was trying to point out to him, I don't know, 4 or 5 weeks ago. And the idiot, he's not just a liar, he's also an idiot. When I explained to him about the 1,000th time from chat, just like stupid humans right now, something very similar to that, never interrupt your enemy, that wasn't Sun Tzu, that was Napoleon, or I think it was Napoleon. He was up there on live, forgetting there's anywhere from an 8 to a 30-second delay, and he makes the claim that I'm going to search it right now, and he did, and he found out I was right. And much to his credit, he admitted I was right. But in the delay before he got to the admitting that I was right, I'd put in there, it was not Sun Tzu. He did not say that. He did not write it. Nobody attributes it to him. And when he read that with the delay, he's like, I just fucking admitted. Yeah, he had one of his spurgs. The guy's a fucking retard. And he lies. I don't have a paywall. This live stream will never be behind a members only paywall because you have to monetize to do that. I'm not monetized. Might it get struck down when he feels butthurt? Like his buddy GE Swag. That little that little faggot. I'm sorry, that's a word I shouldn't use. There are people who are gay and there are people who are faggots. And I really hate the word faggot, but GE Swag he's one of those. He's the guy who's up there back when everyone's yelling at Brick Jones for yelling at the gate guard. Oh yeah, and G Swag said, "I'm going to, you see, rip somebody's head off and shit in it." I suggested to the person that was directed to her, "Hey, you should strike him." And he's like, he's bitching and complaining, "I would never strike a channel, blah blah blah." He struck a little piece I did on him on my burner channel. Hey, chat, and hey, official misconduct. By the way, great job by Chris. He did a video earlier tonight, or yeah, he did a video, and it's some old stuff, and I loved it. I forgot that General Specific was following you guys around, trying to be somebody important. When I saw that, I remembered, is Chris going to get to the one where General Specific is yelling at people the same way that Brick Jones yelled at the gate guard? Very nasty, loud mouth, barking, hiding in Chris's shadow, of course. Anyway, some great memories brought up in that video. I gave it a thumbs up. I wanted to give it 2 thumbs up. Oh, I can use my other channel and give it another thumbs up. All right, I'm going to do that. I'm going to give it another thumbs up. Okay, it's 11:32 p.m. on the 15th of July, and I've said my piece. If anybody wants to know how terrorists work, watch the first, I don't know, 10, 11 minutes of this. I said thank you, and he's not sure what's next. Well, I would love to see Generally Specific yelling at folks. I can't seem to find that. I think Stone Vet or F3, maybe Hill Pirates, somebody showed it quite a while ago, and I can't find it now. Funny to watch. I'd like to put that where he's screaming at people, and him dogging out Brick Jones for screaming at people. No, I really don't want to give him too much time, but people still understand tariffs, and people were texting me that I'm still apparently. Chris isn't the only one getting free space in GS's mind. Apparently, I am too. No biggie. He doesn't have a. I love that clip. Okay. Well, we're at 17 minutes and 38 seconds. I just want to come up real quick and do that. Now I'm going to go watch some. No, not Generally Specific. Who should I watch tonight? Anybody else? Let me look at the. Actually, I'm going to watch some West Wing reruns. There you go. Never gets old. Watched it hundreds of times. Love that show. I'm going to do that now. You all have a wonderful, wonderful night. And I apologize if Rachel comes up again. I never took it out. Nope, she's still there. All right.
Are you mad? Are you bothered? Just a little? You seem mad.